My balls are about to fizz!
Clayton's a cock.
What?
You just said it, not me.
That's very true.
The cockwomble.
Cockwomble.
The cock gobbler.
Cock gobbler.
I remember we used to call people peni farmers.
What?
So, like, penis farmers, basically.
Penis farm? What does that entail exactly?
I do not know.
To be a
like,
penis farmer.
Yeah, grow dicks.
Fair enough.
Well, sorry, folks, didn't see you there. Because we can't see anyone, as I always say. We can't see you, you can't see us. It's the way of life. Welcome back to episode 12.
Is it 12?
Or is it 13? 12, I believe it's 12.
Oh, shit.
Congratulations. Yeah, because last episode we mentioned about how we made it to episode 11.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's episode 12.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Don't worry, nearly legal in some countries.
Hey.
Unless you go to Thailand, and then you fuck kids anyway.
Hey.
Nonces unite. What?
What?
Fathers for justice.
Oh, dear.
I want to fuck my little boy in my own home.
Okay, that went to a dark place.
I call my penis a little boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you reckon people try and stretch their penises out so they can put it in their own arsehole? If someone had like a foot long soft schlong, do you reckon you could like tuck it round? Because they do like, I know they do it for like drag race stuff. They like fucking basically sellotape the dick to their arse.
I mean, would you under or would you go?
You'd have to go under.
I'd go under, yeah.
Because otherwise
it's a more direct
it'd show,
route.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise it'd be like the fucking Count Dankula Pringles can.
E-boy.
Just like fucking a girth in your jeans.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, welcome back. I am, as always, one of the people that you have to deal with on this programme.
And I am the other person.
Wumabs Worldwide, Incorporated, coming soon.
E-boy.
Just imagine us running a multimedia empire.
Oh.
You'd be done with sex scandals within the first week.
Yay!
Anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in to this episode, if you've made it this far. The watch time's probably about 10 seconds. And they're like,
Nope.
you see, I would,
Fuck this shit up, man.
but I don't want to watch a 1 frame per second 480p and listen to a couple of fucking retards just gobble cocks for an hour.
Please, no.
I think the amount of times that we use that little sound effect, but nobody else, like, we've never described what that sound is, and I want to keep it that way because that is from it's a reference to something I don't want to describe because I feel like it loses its mystique at this point.
You'll never know.
Speaking of mystique and my cock,
Whoa,
hoity hoity there.
Oh dear.
Oh, remember to turn away from the microphone to breathe in. Don't breathe out.
Piss.
Shit. What are you doing?
Bars. Bars. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, enough of that. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too shabby. How about yourself?
Oh, you know, just wasted the last 3.5 minutes of my life. As you do.
You boy.
So yeah, I think we were going to have a nice little chat about reality TV shows.
I believe so.
And you said that you'd watch Real Housewives.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking banging show. Well, I watch Real Housewives of Orange County. That's about the only one I can tolerate because it's
Orange County,
fucking,
America, isn't it?
Yeah, it's based in LA area.
Oh, fucking hell!
It's fucking brilliant.
I've lost like a few measures of respect for you. You're already in the negatives.
It's a brilliant show.
I fucking just hate reality shows in general.
I mean, I watch Real Housewives. I watch Married at First Sight. And can you would you class like First Dates as
Yeah.
There's reality. Yeah, I watch First Dates. I used to watch Big Brother when that was on.
Oh, not Big Brother.
Yeah, I fucking used to love Big Brother.
Oh, no.
I can't do Love Island, though. That's taking it too far.
So, like, I had to sit with people, and they would always go on about Love Island, and I'm just there like, what's the point? I basically just wanted to look at fit blokes.
That's essentially what it is. It's a chance for women to look at fit blokes and for men to fucking drawl over some nice titties.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just basically, the appeal is that you get, I think with reality shows is right, they obviously it's all scripted and producer driven, but then they like bring people on who they know will get a reaction, like really thick people that gets reactions out of stuff like that. And there are moments that you could say like it's like so obvious that it's just like why'd you even say it? But then was on about, I don't know whether we mentioned it in another episode or if it was just when we were chatting, that like in MasterChef and stuff, they make you sit down in the same outfit and then they can cut it up any way you can. For every single interview you have to be exactly the same basically. So I don't know whether they do that with reality shows and then like cut and choose. I'm guessing they do the same practice. Yeah,
I noticed it watching Married at First Sight last night. Anytime they do the sort of like the side interviews with the experts who manage the experiment and stuff, they're always wearing the same suits and whatnot. And then even with Real Housewives, when they're talking about different bits, they're usually wearing like the same sort of dress. I'm like, but they were not wearing that in the last episode when they were talking about that. So I imagine they just film it all at the end of the season or whatever.
Or they did it afterwards and just like, wear this. But I'll tell you another thing I noticed, because I was watching, my brother got me onto it, you know, like Dr. Pimple Popper. I was watching a shitload of that. It's just because you're squeamish. That's the problem with you. You're just a bitch.
Fucking disgusting.
You're a bitch. It's so satisfying. But the thing is, right? It was like there was like I don't know whether it was TLC or someone else had like a little kind of like a reality show for it. Be like, oh, someone comes in. It's like, oh, let's have a look.
Yeah.
And this dude, he has like a phobia of doctors because someone fucked up. But he like scraped his shoulder and he went to see a doctor, and then the doctor was like a bit shit, so he got scared and left, basically never got back. And he had this like massive lump on his shoulder, but it was like an extra like arm stump coming out of his shoulder, and it looked like it had an open wound at the end of it. And he's had it for years, and he's like he called it his chip on his shoulder. And he went, but the thing is, he like apparently it smelled really bad, but because there was dead flesh there. And they were like, oh shit, this might be like really serious.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it could be something, because it's like the wound's not closing. Anyway, it just turned out to be like a massive lymphoma, I think it was called. Ooh. And they managed to like just get it out. But I shit you not, it was like a fucking child head size of just like sacks. And they cut it out of his arm. But it was like, ugh. But the thing is, they like puffed it up and it just looked disgusting. Oh my God. It just like they just slid out, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
I can't watch it. It makes me feel physically sick.
But then it's like, obviously, you get like, oh, this woman had like this. It looked like a horn on her head, top of her head. She had like she had like a really big cyst and like loads of little ones. But then she had like this solid horn-looking thing, and they had to like basically like scrape it out, and it was like a solid like rock. And I was just like, fucking hell. But then it's like, yeah. But then it's just so, I don't like understand any of this medical behind it.
Yeah.
But it's just But then it's like them ones, you know, them people have them really like disfigured noses, and they're really huge.
Oh yeah.
And they have to, but they have to like, it's all gunk, and they have to like scrape it off with like a little electric burn hoop thing. And it's like, and it just like, they lose so much mass off their nose. It's fucking mental.
Who even wants to have that job? You've got to be a sick
dermatologist
fuck to think, oh, I'm going to be a dermatologist, I think. No,
I mean, it's just any medical science. It's always going to be something gross.
Blood I can just about deal with, you know, but
I'm literally gonna have to watch my eye get scraped off for the second time.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'd literally have a panic attack if I was laying there and watching this thing in my eye.
Well, my brother's had it done twice, and this is going to be my second time. But I'd rather be able to see.
Fuck that. I'd rather be blind.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. I'd rather be
You
blind.
don't know how frustrating it can be.
I don't
Not
care.
being able to see stuff properly.
I don't care. I'd deal with it, Eddie.
No, you wouldn't.
There's people out there that can't see or hear.
Mister, I can't breathe for no fucking reason.
Like, I have a medical problem, okay?
You want to talk about medical problems? Fuck off.
Oh, dear.
Oh, but it's I tell you what kind of gets my goat sometimes.
Yeah.
Because in like normal day to day, I don't try to talk about like any like if people ask, I'll talk about it, but I don't want to just come out of nowhere and be like, oh, this and that, unless it's like, oh, I need to actually, it's a problem I need to address right now. But then it's like people are like, oh, my anxiety is set this off, set that off, and I'm just there like, what do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just sat here, mate. Like, what? And honestly, I act like I feel.
Yeah.
If someone tells me something, even though if they've been on about it all day, it just gets to a point where they say, I'm like, oh dear.
Oh, dear.
And it's just like, what do you want me to do? I've got my own shit to deal with here.
And this is the
No
thing,
pun intended.
'cause I've got my own shit to deal with, but you know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
But if someone asks you, it's like, it's fine to tell because they've asked. But
Yeah.
if I'm just sat there fucking twiddling my dick, I don't want someone going, oh yeah, my anxiety, this, that, and the other. It's like I don't give a shit. Honestly, I don't care. You've been going on about it for the last 3 weeks. Like, deal with it.
Deal with it.
I don't mean like, oh, just be happy. I'm like, if it's that big of a problem, go see someone.
And this is the thing, because it's, I know people can't help it, but that there are ways out there of dealing with it, and it's just do it. Just go out there and change your life for the better.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, what do you want? It's like, what do you want me to do? I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't give a shit.
I'm not your therapist.
I'm not your therapist. You gotta pay me for that, bitch.
Oh, dear.
But it's like, what do you actually want me to do about it at this very moment in time? It's like, yeah, you can talk about it, just don't talk about it every fucking day. Because I was so annoyed. Because people work different days, so different people are in the office at different times. So I'm there all the time. Ooh. So then I have to hear like the same conversation like 3 times. Oh, and it's even worse when someone else comes in and it's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about it, eh?
Bastards.
I don't mean to sound like a heartless bastard, but I do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, especially in a work environment, if it's something that will affect your work, then that's probably something that needs addressing. But say it's something that doesn't actually affect really anything, then it's like, I don't need to hear it all day. Because like someone was like, oh yeah, I've developed IBS and I have to watch what I eat, and then every time they fucking go and eat something, like, oh, got to make sure I can eat that. It's like, we'll go to the co-op. Oh, it was all brown bread, so I can't eat it. I was like, well, why don't you just buy some white bread and some fucking ham? Problem solved.
I hate people like that. You go anywhere, it's like, oh, I can't eat that. Oh, I can't eat this. Bitch, please shut up and eat it.
Just eat. Just get what you want.
Just like, oh, I can't have that, I'll explode. Well, just fucking have something else then. It's not hard.
But it was like, oh yeah, it hurts really bad. And then it's like, and? Like, just don't eat it then.
Yeah, just don't.
And then, but I'll tell you what the worst one is when they're like, oh, blokes don't know what it's like to be in pain and well, after having a baby. And it's like, my epidural fell out a day after I lost my large intestine. Ooh. You want to know what suffering is? And like, oh yeah, I had to go through labour. It's like, I was sat there for 12 hours just like, I'm not trying to
In
fucking
pain.
play big dick cards, but fuck, that hurt.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's just, but then you're like, well, things can happen, and it's like, well, it's not the same, is it? And the thing is, right, and people on about, I'm just gonna sound like a right fucking bigot right now, but when people are on about how hard childbirth is, literally anyone who's got a child, which is a lot of people, have had to go through childbirth.
Do you know what? I had the conversation with my mum the other day. Like, you know the whole, when men say getting kicked in the bollocks is worse than childbirth.
Mm.
And my justification for it was, I was like, right, thing is,
You don't want to be kicked in the bollocks.
men don't have vaginas, so men don't give birth, so men don't know what it's like to give birth. Women don't have a set of bollocks, so they don't know how painful it is when your bollocks are colliding with something else at such a force that you literally fall to the floor and you cannot breathe for about 5 minutes.
I got kneed in the balls really hard once, and genuinely, my kidneys felt like they were going to explode.
It's horrible.
But then I was talking to someone, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it like anything that's like connected to like the waterworks, what he called it.
Yeah,
it just like if you get hit wrong, it's like you shut down.
You could be fucked.
Yeah, and I had to check if it like one had popped up. But oh man, that hurt more. Getting kneed in the bollocks like that hurt more than me dislocating my shoulder.
Oof. Nasty.
Which is like probably up to that point the most seriously injured I'd been.
Yeah.
Because I'd managed to avoid.
I think my two biggest pains are getting a football to the face from a PE teacher and being constantly kneed in the balls throughout my entire life.
I tell you what really hurts. If someone kicks you wrong and gets you right on the arsehole.
I've never felt that pain. So
honestly, genuinely, you can't like sit down. It just like it's because it's got loads of nerve endings on it. It genuinely it's like an empty pain. Like there's nothing like there's no feeling apart from just like the hurt.
Oh man,
it's like it's not something like you'd experience very very like hardly at all, but a couple of times someone's like kicked me like from behind and got me right on the at school. This was obviously all at school, but it fucking hurts.
Jesus,
it's just like. But it's like it's like a sensation like no other. Like there's nothing. It's not comparable to anything.
Oh man!
I remember once I fucking hurt my coccyx. That hurt like a bastard.
Well, that
like
does
my whole
hurt.
lower back went numb, and I was like, ugh!
Yeah, that is a painful area.
I've been hit in the face loads with balls and stuff. Well, footballs, not Tyrone's big black balls.
Oh man! Do you know? I'll never forget it. It was a cold morning in PE, and we had a substitute PE teacher, and
Which ones did you have?
Oh, what was his name?
Was it Jono?
Like no, he was another bloke who was somewhat tall, like grey hair.
Was he the Lisp one?
It might, but I think it's called like Mr. Mathis or something like that.
And he's hot like this.
So yeah, that was him.
Yeah, he used to tell us that when he was at school, when it was some lad's birthday, they used to like get hold of him, open up their legs and run him against a tree.
Oh, now that is pain. But yeah, I remember it was a cold morning and he was on the opposite team. I was in goal. Right, I don't know why. Every time we played any sport...
Right, Clayton. It's the rules that the fat kids get put in goal and defence.
I mean, I was the fattest kid when in secondary school. It's in like sixth form that I started like stacking on the pounds.
No, but it's in like you put either the fat ones, which usually the retard ones.
Yeah.
Because I was in top set, so that's like that was the lowest. The fat people were like low down because all the autistic kids were in a set below. I tell you what, though, I was good in defence at football because I didn't give a shit. I'd just go for a tackle all the time.
I just hated football. If I wasn't in goal, I'd just run about.
I didn't mind just having a kick about, but I just hated, like, all the other dumb shit that come with it. But yeah, basically, like, you'd see a guy like running along, I'd literally just double foot slide tackle him. I wouldn't give a shit. I just like
brutal.
I would go for it every time. You just need, the thing is, right, it's because people were too much of bitches just to commit for a tackle. I don't have a problem with that, mate. I was like, I'm just getting them. I'll just get them. I couldn't kick a ball. I couldn't dribble. I was dog shit at football. But I tell you what I could do. I could fucking tackle.
Oh, that's just shit. Even goalie. The only time I saved that goal was when I took that football to the face. He must have been kicking at like 20 mile an hour. Because fuck me, I couldn't feel my face for the next hour. He was like, and literally I hear from like halfway across the pitch, oh, sorry, mate, you alright? I'm like, yep, can't feel my face.
I did enjoy when we did rugby though. I was like, that was always a bit more my sport.
Rugby was good. I used to like hockey.
I never did like ball carrying and all that, but I'd always get like do fucking the scrums and the rucks and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd always tackle people. It reminds me once in like year 8, I wasn't like fat. I was a bit like blah, blah, blah. And I think it was after school rugby. Was it year 7 or 8? I can't remember. But anyway, I did it after school.
Yeah.
And you know how we had to turn the jerseys inside out, so we had like strike team and then the green team. Yeah. So I swapped my shirt over, and 3 of the lads, 2 of them were in the year above me and 1 of them was in my year, was doing like the whole like, "We look at him, fat boy" kind of thing. And I was like, I'm gonna get you. Like, and in that match, I fucking absolutely rinsed all 3 of them at least twice.
Fucking powerhouse.
Like, it was like they'd be running along and I just like red. I was an ox ready to kill. And I fucking sweeped one of them, and I think one of the ones in the year above nearly cried because I was like, he was running along, and you know when you see them like tackles from the side and their legs just go out from under them.
Yeah,
it was one of them. Like even though I was a fat bastard, I could sprint.
Oh yeah.
So like forward momentum, if I can run in a straight line, I was pretty
nimble.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I just like fucking side on, just span him out, and just like
shit. I just got
and then afterwards, what was his name? I think the teacher was Mr. Faulkner. He was a fucking
Mr. Faulkner. He was my form tutor before Bainesy.
Yeah, Mr. Faulkner was actually a fucking G, to be fair, and he was like, bloody hell, you're right there. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I was like fucking roided up that day. I was out for fucking blood.
I can just imagine, right? Every time you saw him from now on, it's like, do you want me to open the door for you? Yeah, sure. It's like fucking rugby tackling his fucking car when his mum comes and picks him up, just fucking completely topping it over.
Yeah, so that was like my. But the thing is, it was alright because the lad was in our year. It was Jenk.
Oh yeah.
I remember. And afterwards, he was like, "Oh, you're right, mate." And then I was alright with him, but the 2 people from the other year, I always had something against them.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, Jack was like, "Bloody hell, mate, you were a proper on it today." Like he was just there, like he just kind of went along with it.
Yeah.
But the other 2, I didn't like them and all their mates. They were part of like this shithead group.
Oh, fucking hell. Cunts.
I remember once it was like a lunchtime, and they all like come into like, you know how like you kind of had your own year doing like little football things.
Yeah.
They'd come into ours and they were like just fucking like proper fucking with me. And then I can't remember who, but my brother was there, and I knew like loads of his mates as well.
Yeah.
And to be fair, my brother was a dickhead to me at school. Like, he'd just fucking run up to me and just knee me randomly and beat the fuck out of me on the bus and all that. But I tell you what, mate, fucking you guys in the year above, and then my brother was in the year above them.
Yeah.
Fucking, they were pissing around with me. My brother just turned up, face like fucking thunder, mate. He was like, "What's happening here then, lads?" And all his mates were like fucking behind him, like some kind of fucking posse walkout. And he's like, "Oh, it's all right for them to kick the shit out of me, but someone else does it." It's like, "Oh no, what the fuck are you doing to my brother, you dickhead?"
Oh man, I'm his abuser.
Yeah, it's pretty much. He is my domestic abuser.
Oh, dear.
However, I will always hold one thing over my brother. One time after circuit training, our dad was down like by the corner.
Yeah.
I must have been like, don't know, 17, 18 maybe. And we were walking out together because he did he was doing something else and we just happened to be leaving at the same time because Dad was both picking us both up. And Mark was like, "Oh, do you want a race?" And I beat that bastard by a hair's breadth.
Oh.
And he's a lot skinnier than I was and a bit taller. But I tell you what, mate, I beat him. And to be fair to him, every time I bring it up, because I bring it up a lot, he puts stand up and goes, "Fair enough, I won't be able to beat him now." Now
man.
he started like doing all his running and shit. But yeah, fucking that was like one victory was all I needed.
Damn.
You wouldn't be beating on your brothers in a foot race, would you?
Oh no, I'm just not a natural runner.
You're not. Well, I'm not really a runner either.
Mm.
It's just more like explosive than anything.
If I did play rugby, I think I'd be the one that fucking just smashes into people. To be honest.
Oh, you're too much of a bitch. You need the commitment.
Oh no, if I actually committed to rugby, I always thought about it, but I just don't.
I think
it would
have been nice if I was I think looking back at it, I would have probably like to have done it a bit more. I won't do it now though. I couldn't. No. I hardly fucking struggle. I barely can justify myself doing judo at the moment because of everything, but I do it because I love it.
Do it because I love it.
To be fair, if I had to go back now in time, I would have just all I would have done differently is just start doing judo earlier.
Yeah.
And I would have gone to a different club to start with. That would have been my only change the club I'm at now. But yeah, I've just fucking that shit's just like I'm just so sad that I've been out of it for a couple of years now because I just fucking it's just like it was just my thing. I love doing it, and it is pretty sad that it has kind of come to being inactive in it for a few years. But anyway, before I get too fucking depressed. What were we on about? We were on about reality shows, weren't we?
I think so, yeah.
What segued us on to fucking getting kneed in the bollocks? Oh, I was on about
medical shows and
stuff, yeah. Yeah, I fucking hate reality shows. We were watching a video on Toddlers and Tiaras before this, weren't we?
Oh, don't even get me started.
That's some like, what was it? Honey Boo Boo? Have you ever seen that one? With a go-go juice.
Honey Boo
It's
Boo.
like fucking imagine giving us I'm concerned about 20-year-olds who consume too much energy drinks, so imagine giving a fucking 6-year-old just fucking roiding them up with caffeine. It's
like literally Ashton has like one can of Monster Energy drink. I'm like, that's bad for you, don't you? I'm like, you end up like Will on the In-Betweeners, you end up shitting yourself,
Oh, I remember that.
And he's just like, okay. I'm like, you won't be saying that when you shit yourself, will you?
Yeah, you can fuck right off. Even when I was like absolutely fucking myself, like getting fucked over, I was still drinking loads of coffee.
You boy.
It won't make it, because the thing is, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
If I drank coffee or not, nothing changed. So I was like, oh, might as well just try and keep my energy up, which didn't really work when you're severely anemic. Wee.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking.
Just change this to a medical broadcast association or something.
Hell yeah.
Hello, welcome to Quacks on Ice.
You've seen Adaway General, now meet Wumabs General.
Ladderway. Adaway General is just one of them like beautiful shit piles. Dr. Henry with this, he could probably cure cancer with a fucking one of his feces.
Yeah, boy.
The secret to the cure of AIDS is in his scum.
Oh, man.
Oh, and the fucking plot lines that mean nothing, and then they have to write off whole characters because they didn't come back for season 2.
Jesus Christ.
Right, that's kind of that kind of thing's funny though, because they're not trying to pretend like it's real.
Yeah.
But then I hate them shows which are like people. It's not necessarily the shows I have problems with, it's people that watch it, because they're the kind of people that fuel it. And it's like, don't talk about them like they're real, because it's all staged. You wouldn't have that kind of conversation in front of a camera in real life. And it's just like, oh, fucking hell. But then at least they keep their characters more consistent than Game of Thrones Season 8. Whoa! Yeah, boy! Honestly, I think the fucking writing in fucking Adaway General's probably better than Game of Thrones Season 8. Let's not talk about that again, because
I think the storyline in Pingu is probably better than season 8.
However, Barnacle will always be the best movie.
Takua. Oh, dear.
What was it? What did have I talked about how I rewatched Snatch recently?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember actually.
Well, I rewatched Snatch recently, and that's a fucking banger of a film.
It fucking slaps, that movie.
And it's like people are like, "Oh yeah, it's Brad Pitt," and I'm like, "Have you seen him? How's Mickey the Pikey?"
What my dog?
Everybody, back here, wait, what? Harry, Rema. Who?
Oh man,
Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George.
What do you mean you've lost him? He's not exactly inconspicuous now, is he?
Oh man, that Snatch and Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels are
yeah.
fucking brilliant. Which one's the one with Boris the Bullet Dodger?
That's Snatch.
Is it?
Why do they call him the Bullet Dodger?
Dodger.
Because he dodges bullets, Avi.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Avi, sit down and shut up, you big fat fuck.
Is Snatch the one with the dog?
Yeah.
That swallows the squeaky toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the diamond, yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. I haven't watched that movie
Vinnie
in so
Jones
long.
in it.
Vinnie Jones, yeah. Fucking absolutely
Jason Statham.
geezer.
How long are them
Statham.
sausages, Charlie? 5 minutes Turkish. You said 5 minutes 2 minutes ago.
Fucking...
It's just like, I love like the dry aspect of it, so I really do love dry humour.
Yeah.
And that's like just a film of just dry.
It is a bloody good film.
Because they're all serious, but then they're all like doing, Tyrone. Don't have that dog dribbling on my seats. This is stolen car, Tyrone. Still my seats. What's he exactly going to get away from?
Oh, Jesus
You've
Christ.
done a course on this, haven't you, Tyrone? Of course I have.
Oh, man. Oh, I need to watch that film again.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking
Chef's kiss.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Bobbity boobity, it's a beautiful.
Bobbity boobity bob.
Saying that, I do like a lot of Guy Ritchie stuff though. To be fair, it's got a certain style to it. I know. Is Layer Cake another Guy Ritchie one? That's got Daniel Craig in it.
Let me just check. I'm not too sure if it is. It might be.
Because I do know.
Let's have a little.
I do know my family likes Layer Cake, but I don't know who directed that one.
Do you know what? I was talking to my dad about Daniel Craig. He's one of those actors that he's done a lot of shit films, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the only decent films we reckon he's done is like Layer Cake and the James Bond movies.
What about The Golden Compass?
I saw that in cinema.
I still need to watch them. Is it like his Dark Materials, which is the
on BBC? Yeah, that's not too bad actually. To be fair.
my mum was on about it. To be fair.
Let's have a look. Oh no, it's a Matthew Vaughn film.
Was it Matthew Vaughn?
Yeah,
but it's like kind of like it's in that sort of
it's the same
British
sort of
crime
thing. Yeah,
yeah.
British crime films are pretty decent.
yeah.
To be fair,
I do like the Guy Ritchie Sherlock films, especially the first one. That's a good one.
I'm sure they're supposed to be making a third one. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
One thing I always do find funny about I think I watched it on QI. And you know how people say that Sherlock does like deductive.
Oh yeah.
He does the exact opposite of deduction.
Oh.
He has an answer basically and works backwards. He doesn't subtract to get an answer. He kind of adds up to get one. I was on QI. You know. I did go through a massive QI phase though. To be fair, that was always fun.
I do like a bit of QI.
Yeah. Cough. So yeah, I think now's probably a good time to talk about a couple of bits that I've been thinking about. And one idea we have got is just put up an episode. Well, not an episode necessarily, but Clayton do a dramatic reading of Amazon gummy bear reviews, and I feel like like the sugar-free gummy bears, if anyone knows. I mean, I don't trust all, like, a lot of the stories are going to be bullshit, but I feel like it'd be quite funny just to have like a bit of a dramatic reading on it. So we're going to have Clayton practice for that.
I have found some absolute bangers. It's so fucking hard to read it with a straight face.
You'll have to practice. You'll have to like practice your Stephen Toast.
I've got a good one to start off when we do
yeah.
it. It's literally just one line of like I'm pretty sure it's just like 4 words. It starts with like the cat. You know, you can title your reviews.
Yeah.
So it's that, and then the review's the continuation of that. It's just like 4 words. Fucking brilliant.
I remember. I think his name was like LAB something. You ever seen the Crystal Pepsi video?
Oh yeah.
It's that guy who drank the Crystal Pepsi. I think he did a video where he ate a load of them gummy bears like in one go. Oh, I'll tell you, you know, Pay Money Wubby.
Yeah.
He did a video where he was like, "Oh, this is a load of bullshit," and he kept popping one in every year. And then he was like, "I'm trying," and he was like forcing it not to go, and he kept popping them in, and then he regretted his decision, and he ran off, and he come back and was like, "Guys, there's just shit everywhere."
So this is the thing. I'm really tempted.
He's like, "I shit myself on the way to the toilet." Do not. Shitting yourself on the way to the toilet is one of the most worst experiences you can ever have.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah. It's fucking horrible.
You'd have to be like, after you eat, you just sit in the bathroom.
I'm tempted to buy them and just see.
I reckon it'd be like a good way of just cleaning your system out.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, "Oh, I have coffee enemas." Like, no, just eat some fucking sugar-free gummy bears.
Sugar-free gummy bears, mate. So if you actually go to a doctor, they will recommend sugar-free gummy bears.
I can't eat laxatives though, because that would actually make me die.
Ooh,
it's like number 1 on the list of do not have. Laxatives is like top of the line.
Oh, that'd be a fucking mess and a half, wouldn't it? Jesus.
Also, just in case you have got this far, which means you do actually care about an upload of Wumabs in the Wild, there will not be episode 13 won't be out for a couple of weeks, due to the fact that I have to stay at home. I can't see Clayton, and I think a week break after 12 pretty consecutive episodes.
Yeah,
I think having a week off, because it's like we have to organise to record and stuff. So, and due to a certain eye operation I will be out of action for that. What I might do is I might have like a little side one, just me and someone else that I can get hold of over the internet, and do like a little mini. Well, I won't call it a Wumba. It won't be a Wumba in the Wild.
It better fucking not be, Edward.
No, this will still be mainline. But I feel like if we could... right, I think that if we do get... I think it might be a possibility of getting people to come in, because then it will like add to what we can talk about, because obviously there's only so much that we, between the two of us, actually know. So it might be a good way of keeping it a bit...
Plus, it's good as well. So, like for next week when you're off and we're unable to see each other, say if I don't know,
you die,
I die. You know, you got someone you can talk to. I'll do the
fucking Kanye West pre-divorce and get a fucking hologram of you.
Or like, say you like I don't know, go on holiday or something. You know, I can always grab someone, and do like an episode or something, just talk about.
Who's going to fucking upload it?
Well, you know, I'll just send it to you while you're on holiday. I'll make you work. Or when I get a better laptop, you know, we can always Skype it. So
Skype it, yeah. To be fair,
do it over Skype like these people do these days.
The problem is that's a preamp.
Well, I don't care, Edward.
You don't care. We're going to sacrifice the audio quality of our masterful project.
Yeah, be right just for an episode. Plus, when we're allowed to travel, I reckon we should do an episode on the go.
On the go?
Yeah.
Do a road trip.
I'll be fucking banging.
Oh, just imagine that. Do a fucking road trip, just like a road trip vlog. Just
an entire 10 minutes of just like sat in a McDonald's drive-thru. Man.
Well, actually, I am swapping internet providers now, as I was saying, because for some reason, right, It's fine during the day, and then at night it just tanks. And there's a guaranteed amount, but it just like it drops way below it. And every time I contact BT, they go, "We've checked the line, nothing's wrong." And it's like it's guaranteed, and it's fucking slow as shit. And I was like, you know what? They're charging too. It's like they're just hiking the price up anyway. So fuck you. You're throttling my internet. Go fuck yourself. I'm out.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Literally, just went internet comparison. Compare the market. Fine. Yeah, £22 a month. Yeah,
You boy.
sorted. It's like a company called OneStream or something. I was like, I know, fuck you are. You're guaranteeing me 2 more megabits a second than BT, and you're saying the average is a little bit higher, so why not?
Nice.
And I can cancel it if it's shit. If it drops below, I'll just go, look, it's dropped. Fuck you.
Fuck you, well.
And also had an offer on where like no setup costs, wouldn't have to like pay for setup or the box getting posted out or whatnot, the router. Which is very nice.
Nice.
One thing I do miss about moving out is because my parents, I had a wire going from downstairs up through the bottom of the stairs to the landing and then into my room, and it like plugged in round the back. But I know now that my mum uses that room as an office, and she uses that same fucking wire because it was a bitch to get up there. And
Yeah.
I shit you not, the wire was like 50 meters long or something retarded like that.
Holy shit.
So there's like a big bundle of it. There was a big bundle of it like under my bed, basically.
Shit.
But yeah, that was like the fucking top tier decision by me. But here I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I could have just left the hub up here, to be honest. But I was like, no, I'll have it.
Share
Down
it.
Under. From the land down under. That was on the 80s playlist I was listening to
That's
the
a
other day.
fucking tune, that is.
So, yeah, anyway, so we're going to try and do some, not necessarily anything too far flung from what we are doing, but we might just do a bit more fun stuff. No videos or anything like actual videos because A, all I've got is a shit webcam. B, my internet's dog shit, so it still takes me 20 minutes to upload an episode of this with 1 frame a second at 480p.
Oof.
So that's fun. But there's nothing I can do about it. I literally can't buy any better broadband unless I invest in satellite.
Yeah.
Which, fuck that, basically. When I become a real estate mogul, it's fine. I'll sort it out then. But until then, my sweaty ass is stuck here.
You boy.
Do, 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 do. I've just got a song in my head now.
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that was a bit sexual.
You... What? No. Stop it. No. No, don't.
No, don't do it.
Oh, my penis. You're too good at that, Clayton, mate. You've got some practice in there.
I've been practicing.
You've been practicing.
On
It's
myself.
You just got like a full fucking... You're just slipping in gherkins full. Like,
Hey, me and Gherkins.
right.
Oh.
I've seen this man walk into his house, open the fridge, crack open a jar of like full-size gherkins and just munch. Just straight in there.
So nice, honestly.
Right, I like gherkins on things, but I couldn't just eat a gherkin straight up.
Oh yeah, I could if I could, I'd sit and eat an entire jar. That's too much sodium to take in one go. Like, oof.
You need to drink a shitload of water with that.
Now, I can only eat like sweet pickles, like because you get like it, depending on what it's like pickled in. So I prefer like the sweet ones, less heartburn.
You and your fucking heartburn.
I can't help it.
It's not heartburn, Clayton. It's heart failure.
It probably is. It probably is.
My cholesterol is off the chain.
I mean, I'm out of breath just having a wank, to be honest. Just like, yeah.
But is it like a normal one, or is it one of them ones where it's like you started, so you got to finish kind of ones?
Yeah, kind of one of them. It's like you're halfway through. It's like, I might as well just fucking carry on now. I've started playing myself. I might as well just fucking commit.
You just get bored halfway through, and you're like, oh.
And I'm doing it while I'm cleaning at customers' houses.
Or in a
Not
Morrison's
really.
cleaning cupboard. This man has wanked at work. When he worked for a cleaning company for Morrison's, he wanked in a cleaning cupboard, and that comes straight from his mouth. That admission did. Do you want to confirm this story?
Oh yeah, it's true. I was bored. I fucking hated that job. They were paying me, so they might as well pay me to fucking go to the cafe every 10 minutes at the staff cafe. They can pay me to have a shit while I'm working, and they can pay me to wank in the cupboard.
As you can tell, your employment prospects are off.
I really need help with my addiction.
Just on about therapy earlier, it's like, hi, my name's Clayton, and I'm a serial wanker.
Oh man,
there will be like people do. That's a genuine affliction, though, isn't it? People that are addicted to.
You got like chronic masturbators.
Masturbation, yeah. Oh, just
Dirty fuckers.
where they're like fucking, they rip the skin on their penis and get like blisters and stuff on it. It's like,
Ugh! Disgusting bastard.
it's like, oh my god.
You need to control yourself.
With your like 20 fucking tabs of just different porn that you want to go back and watch.
Hey, I've got some favourites. You know, so.
Do you have an account?
Oh no, I don't go that far. So unfortunately, I can't get all the free stuff, but you know.
You disgust me in many ways, but I love you for it.
Yeah, boy.
No homo.
Oh.
It's okay, we're wearing socks, guys.
Hey, what's that on your chart? If you're wearing socks,
I can't remember if it was.
well, maybe it should
No, just no homo.
be. Maybe it should be.
Yeah, so no, the chart's sealed.
Oh,
It's sealed, that chart.
oh well, fuck you then.
Even the duplicate is still there.
Well,
That chart is sealed, Clayton. Nothing can ever change any of that chart ever again.
I can, because I'm Clayton Mitchell.
No, you can't.
I'm Clayton fucking Mitchell. I will demand.
Do you want to fucking test me?
I will slap my cock in your face.
I'll backhand your cock so hard that it'll be Captain fucking Hook for the rest of its life.
And I will love it.
Imagine having a penis at 90 degrees. Do you know, I actually heard about this from somebody. And they said, well, it was like they knew someone who, like, basically, I don't know how he did it, but he basically, like, snapped his penis.
Ooh.
And they told him to put it in, like he had, like, a cast on it. And they basically said, like, it needs to stay in this cast for, like, a while.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to have a crooked cock.
Oof.
And this guy took it off. And he used to be like a proper shagger, and then his penis had a permanent crook to it, like 90-degree bend in it, and now he can't sleep with anyone. And when he pisses, he has to like hold his dick and like angle it to the side and down.
Oh no!
And it's just like, oh, like why? Like why would you get so impatient? You're basically stuck with a right angle penis for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's got to be uncomfortable.
Just imagine getting an erection for that. It'd be like, but apparently it's like to the side, like the crook. It's just,
what's it look like when it's flaccid?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. I haven't seen it. But that's what I heard.
I'm kind of intrigued.
Yeah.
As to what it would look like flaccid, and as it would then
You can just Google it when
become
you get home.
erect. Like I'm interested to see the process of would it like, does it immediately go into the right angle shape, or does it like slowly
curve into it
as it goes?
I have no idea. You can have a look when you get home. Do you
I'm
reckon that would be
intrigued.
like that'll be in some like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean porn parody where the guy's like, that's not the only hook I've got, and just like whacks out his fucking bent cock,
I could see it.
and they'll call it Captain Crooked Cock.
Captain Crooked Cock.
Captain Crooked Cock. Cockbiting.
Oh man.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Good old Chuck Brothers.
Jackal
Vision.
Jackal Vision, you twats. We have both met Paul Chuckle.
Yep.
In a nightclub.
And it was fantastic.
It was funny though, because there was like, Paul was being like meant to be a DJ, but all he did was like just shout to me to you occasionally, and the other bloke was doing all the work.
Oh, it
was fucking worth it though.
But
then he went home really early. He left really early, didn't he?
I know, and we had like proper meet and greet tickets as well, which I forked out for, and then we ended up going to another club while it was busy, and then with our intention of going back when it was less busy, and the cunt went home.
He left early, didn't he? Because it was meant to be like 11, so we're like, well, or like 12 or so we're like, oh, well, mate, we'll come back for that. And we got back and he'd already left. And like, oh.
And then we ended up going back to the other club again, I think, from what I remember.
Somehow you always end up at a gay bar.
I don't know why I always end up at the scene.
The thing is, though, right, I genuinely, I couldn't give a shit. I don't think I'd ever go back in town, go out drinking ever again.
I don't know if I'd go clubbing, especially now that beer keller's gone.
Yeah. But I'm
probably go for a drink.
I think now I'm just there like, nah. I'm somehow less into the idea than I already was.
Yeah. I'd go to the pub. I feel like the pub's better, to be honest.
Pub, you'll go pub. You'll go pub.
Or you go pub. Shh.
Then you can... Pub. I knew. Pub.
I do that to Ashton sometimes. I just casually walk into his room. I'm like, shh, pub. Mum's just like, what? It's like, you don't get it, Mum.
When's your birthday? 14th of Feb. What year? Every year. Get out.
Get out. Oh,
I always reference. What's your wine selection? Well, we got red or white. And like nobody else ever gets the joke.
Oh.
And it's like, someone's like, oh, just grab us that bottle of wine. I was like, what do you want? Do you want red or white?
Do you know what? I might start doing that when I'm back at Damon's and someone asks for wine. Red or white? See if anyone gets it, then I'm going to give it to them for free.
Because they're both called Andy.
Blimey, they said you were good. Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay, so before we start getting into hot fucks quotes again.
Oh, Jesus.
It's too good, though. You've seen Blades of Glory, haven't you?
Yeah.
We've established that. That was a good one.
That's a good film.
Did we ever talk about Big Trouble in Little China?
I don't think we have.
Oh, it's a banger.
Fucking love that movie.
Right, once Clayton stayed over at my house. I don't know if you remember this or not.
Oh, I remember.
And we like pulled up the settee to my desk in my bedroom and put Big Trouble in Little China on. Anyway, I was sick. Like, we don't know why. I was just ill.
I remember that, yeah.
I just like thrown up, and I was just I was fine the whole day until then.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I'm just going to have to lay down. And then I just left you sat there watching Big Trouble in Little China. Because that's that's like one of our... Because we have like a selection of films which are like household classics.
Yeah.
Which is Lord of the Rings Extended Editions, Solomon Kane, Blades of Glory, Big Trouble in Little China.
Can't breathe.
Snatch. They're like the classicos.
Hey boy.
You know, obviously tell what kind of upbringing I've had. But yeah, so that's Big Trouble in Little China, fucking banger.
That is a great film.
I remember on our last day at work, in our work chat thing, we were doing, I don't know what they were called, but it's like you have a picture to describe a film, and they have to like guess the film from it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just put before it, I was like, I don't know if anyone will have any idea what this means. It is quite easy, but like, if you don't know the film, just guess, because it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And I put I wrote trouble in really big block words in, and then did a really small China. So it was Big Trouble in a Little China.
Oh, man.
And someone was like, Big Trouble. My boss was like, straight away, Big Trouble in Really?
Well,
Out of all the fucking times, 5 minutes left to go. And the problem is, it's literally attached to that wall. Okay, so quickly, she got it just straight away, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Like, how the fuck did you get so classic?" She was like, "Oh, it's a fucking classic of a film.
It's a fucking great film."
And someone was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Do you not know the Kurt Russell classic, which is Big Trouble in Little China? Get a fucking grip, mate." Anyway, we're gonna call it a day there before Fuckalugs next door starts doing more drilling, because the problem is it's through the wall, which the desk's attached to, which is attached to the stands.
Oh man!
And the vibrations will be like a fucking divorced 40-year-old woman.
Ooh.
Calm down, thirst pot.
I can't help it.
Oh my god! So yes, you won't be hearing from Clayton for a couple of weeks at the very least. I might try and put something out there. Just as a little side project, because I'm off next week due to having to stay at home for pre-op. But thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
It's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from him. Bye!